Jesus Christ. Trying to freeze us?
I'm trying to freeze me.
Might need to get your iron levels checked. What's up, my boy?
What's going on, baby?
Hey, we've been rocking and rolling.
Yup.
We've been doing our damn thing a lot lately. We're starting to put this thing together. I'm seeing the shape starting to fill out, you know.
Okay.
Before we jump into our topic, we got a lot of hot topics going on. You know, all this week, all I've been hearing about this new phrase called Ratlanta. Ratlanta. And of course, we're talking about the Young Thug situation, the YSL situation. And each day, it seems like new people get pulled into it. You know, I've seen recently that QCP was into it. And in the beginning, I was trying to figure out why did he even get involved. But I started seeing some of these tapes come out, and they was talking. I heard Young Thug talking to 21 Savage or somebody about QC. I don't know if you heard that, but we talked about this on the phone earlier this week. But what's your take on what's going on with the YSL, Ratlanta, all of this stuff going on?
With these guys telling on each other?
Yeah.
And with about the snitches not getting no stitches? It was never real to begin with. A lot of these rap dudes is like the rappers, they run around, they doing stuff right, but then they get money and it gets different because now they have money to invest into the streets.
Right.
You know, now you can really make some big things happen. Right. And that's pretty much what's going on. I don't think that anybody that's in the streets looks to what Young Thug or 21 Savage or whatever those guys are doing as like for direction, you know?
Right. I know when we was on the phone, you were saying something that it's damn, what did you say? You were saying something like the culture is basically realizing that part of life is over. Something to that effect. You know, I've never been a fan of the street culture. For entertainment purposes, it was kind of, oh, look at this. But, you know, for nation building purposes, it's terrible.
It never made sense to you.
Yeah, it never did. It never did. And it's just like, it's like an oxymoron, because if you're doing street stuff, you want to get notoriety for doing your street stuff. But then you're going to make songs and videos talking about everything you did. And then you're indicting yourself. And then you want all your friends to have your back. And it's like one nigga that have the money. And then, you know, this stuff trickles down to the foot soldiers. And they always the one getting jammed up. And they the ones supposed to keep it solid. While do you think Thug messed up? Because I've been hearing YSL Woody and them say that he really wasn't taking care of them, like financially.
I mean, I think like in them type of situations, you gonna always have the people who feel that way, right? Because it's like, and it's kind of like a catch-22 for us, because it's like we come up and it's certain things that we want, right? We want designer clothes. If you can afford it, you buying designer clothes. You driving a foreign vehicle, you know. And you just, you know, you're wearing jewelry, you know, you live in a certain lifestyle, right? So, coming up with that being like your goal is like, once you get the means to do that, but then you also try to bring other people with you, they're looking at the other things you're doing and the other money you're getting. They're looking at what you're spending and what you're getting. and what you're giving to them,
right,
and doing the math.
right.
You know, so where it's like on one end, it's like, okay, Woody, nobody else is giving you what you're getting over here.
That's true.
This opportunity don't exist outside of me and you and what we got going on right now. Mm-hmm. To the rest of the world, you're dead. You're worthless. Mm. You see what I'm saying? So me putting, you know, I ain't gonna say me, but him putting him. So Thug is also understanding this.
Right.
Like, okay, I gave you $5,000 to go do something that was ridiculous, but who else is giving you $5,000 at one time and one night at one moment? You know, like you didn't have no money, now you got $5,000, $10,000 in your hand.
Right. Right. That's true.
So, you know, I think it always, you know.
So, do you think it's over for Young Thug? Like music career wise?
I felt like it was over a long time ago for Thug, man. I feel like when the whole court case thing started kind of popping, and really even early on in his career, I questioned how would he be able to maintain this.
Yeah.
Right? Because from where I was standing, he was putting out, he had like that youthful, you know, creativity and energy that is not limited by industry standards and what people already, you know, say is a good song. Or he went totally outside of that.
Yeah.
Right. But it was really no structure or science to it.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, so I always been looking at, you know, sitting back thinking, okay, how is he going to, you know, how is he going to maintain this? Because
he did end up having a good run, though.
Oh no, he had a great run.
Yeah, he lasted way longer than anything that I would imagine. If I had a crystal ball to guess, how long would it go? It almost felt like he became the main character / villain of Atlanta, and that kind of helped his progress. And basically, like what Rallo was pointing out, seeing like he was puppet mastering different things behind the scenes to basically kind of keep him at the top of the food chain.
Yeah.
And you know, and it seemed that it was effective, but the irony of all of this is like he had everybody turn on other people for snitching allegations, and now this footage came out, and that's another part, because I've seen some of that interrogation footage a long time ago, but for whatever reason there was never a highlight on this particular part of him saying, "Oh, I think this person shot out Lil Wayne bus," and you know, and that's weird. I'm like, where's all this footage and this audio coming out now?
Right.
That's just seems so weird. Like out of nowhere, all this leaked footage of him and 21 Savage. Who was? But unless this came from the jail. But in my mind, I don't know if they would be talking like that. But I don't know. Like how else would they have got all this footage and waited perfectly? Like, yep. It's been about 6 months since the trial ended. Today's the day. Flood the internet, whatever. We got 2 hours of this shit. And the crazy part is, Gunna's just sitting back winning. He just sitting back.
Well, not really. He's making some of the best music he done ever made in his whole life.
I'm just saying, like, from the
physically fit.
From the Yes Man moments to now, I would have never thought that he would be the one winning after all this. Like, he came out on top. He didn't really get into the back and forth with people. You know, even with Thug Dissler, he just kept it silent and just focused.
Time we revealed.
Right. So, yeah, shout out to Gunna, man. Like you said,
the last one.
Yeah, his music is consistent.
The last winner.
And he good at it. And, you know, yeah, that's crazy. He's the winner out of all of this. But yeah, that's all we got for Hot Topics today.